Hey man, say man, everybody asking what happened with Young Thug and Gunna. Man, let's see what's really going on. But hey, in my opinion, I think Young Thug still want to do music with Gunna because at the end of the case, what Thug's part when he got set released,
one will be using in 2025.
he said, can he still do music?
I
with
feel
Gunna?
like I just found a Google cheat code. This Chrome extension lets you block.
But
Young
yeah,
Thug and
man.
Gunna's relationship is completely over. The two have been dissing each other back and forth so much to the point that DJ Academics is concerned. A report shared, Whack 100 says he has 2 hours of footage of Gunna telling on Young Thug in an interrogation room. Many fans believe Gunna's getting revenge for the sneak disses Young Thug and Lil Baby have been throwing his way.
Hey Gunna, listen, I'm putting it together. I'm gonna give you some time. I don't know, 24 hours, 12 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 1 hour. I don't know. I'm gonna give you some time though, Gunna, for you to go ahead on and confess. Confess to the world about all the telling you did. You know that interrogation? Yeah. Guess who got it? 2 hours? Boy, you was in there talking more than Hurricane Katrina. The only thing he did wrong was let him record him. You know what I'm talking about.
This led into an Instagram Live with Young Thug, where fans think he's talking about Gunna, which could break his probation agreement.
Stink, I miss you.
I miss you too. What you doing?
Nothing, bored. You don't like him?
No, in my motherfucking room.
Cause you was being mean. He felt your energy.
Man, I don't even play. I fly all the way to LA. Is that?
You ain't gonna touch him.
However, it was announced shortly after that concerning news coming out involving rapper Gunna being followed and approached by local gang members, which could be tied to Young Thug trying to get revenge for Gunna snitching against him. With the situation going viral, Academics revealed what he thinks could happen to Young Thug. With the announcement, Academics speaks on Young Thug getting released and says the stipulations that he's got are a setup for the court to try to put Young Thug back in jail.
I know some of his fans think he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you got no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years, can't be in Atlanta, can't communicate with co-defendants or gang members, he can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is gang activity. But he's always gonna talk about him and his doing his thing. They might consider that gang activity. He might be like, yo, me. It's like, yo, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit. They might be like, oh no, you talking about the gang. So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see, if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain. You can see this was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody know Thug was not that weight. So we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how it's going to play out.
Because Young Thug's been testing his luck since he's been out, especially when he tweeted, "Wham, let's drop one on these rats," as the nickname Wham refers to Lil Baby, because Thug wants to drop a diss track on Gunna for snitching out of the YSL trial early. Lil Baby responded back to Thug and said, "We should." In the following days, Young Thug proceeded to call out Gunna for snitching, as Thug tweeted, "Gunna, stop acting like we friends on the internet. I don't know you, my guy." This grabbed Gunna and his brother's attention, where Gunna's brother came out to say, "Trust and believe the feeling is mutual." But Young Thug didn't care, and continued sharing how he isn't cool with Gunna no more, because he jumped on Instagram Live with T.I. and shared how he made it home the right way, throwing shade towards Gunna.
Hey man, what you gotta tell these people? Back. Back, Jack. You feel me? You did. Hey man, ain't no cap in it. No cap in my right. You feel what I'm saying? The right way. It's time. The right way, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Right way. Yeah, that way. Yeah. And go tell that.
But you have to remember that Thug can't be starting all these beefs with other people, or he could be sent back to jail. However, with Thug finally free, he was able to watch Gunna snitching against him in the case and reacted to it.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
And you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes confirmed?
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrant and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
All fast cars, make sure we don't do rental vans. I can have your homie set
I cannot fucking believe
Yes, ma'am. And according to academics, Young Thug began calling all the rappers in the industry when he found out Gunna snitched, telling them to avoid Gunna, unfollow him, and cut any business ties they had with him.
The streets are so atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this, I don't give a if you believe me. That's what he sent to. Or he sent a message to Dirk, Baby. There's a few other rappers, I just won't call their names. Just because some of them just told me in privacy. All of them rappers start not fucking with Gunna, speaking out, they're chilling away. Thug got out, Gunna kinda hot. It ain't like you're trying to really like jump and work with Gunna, but
we saw Young Thug's true reaction to Gunna snitching out of the case because he hopped on Instagram and began laughing about it.
I'm on live. I just jumped on here to let you ladies know that yes, a goat can go live. Whoa! What's up? Who up right now? What's up? Who up right now?
Young Thug's already jumping back into the studio, where he was seen flexing his jewelry and finally being happy.
P, that's some pounds, P. How much you want away, P? Go on pound, go pound, go bag. Crazy that bag. I'll take. Go ahead.
But what's confusing about the Thug vs. Gunna beef is that Lil Baby stood on Young Thug's side, that Gunna was in the wrong for snitching on him. However, Young Thug's father told Lil Baby and sided with Gunna, snitching against Thug.
How do you feel about Lil Baby throwing at Gunna for his plea deal?
He need to shut the fuck up, cause he don't know what's going on. You know, he's going off of what he heard. When have y'all went to a court date to support Slime? To support Jeffrey, to support Thug, however you want to name it.
Which left some fans wondering if Gunna paid off Thug's father to defend his snitching, because he talks highly of Gunna after he snitched.
Courtney said, how do you feel about Gunna?
I love Gunna.
See, that's the thing. People don't understand the relationship. They got this thing saying that Gunna is a rat and he's done this and done that.
But see, let me try to help the attorney clarify that a little simpler. Gunna hasn't done anything whatsoever that can hurt us on this case.
But the story got crazier when Young Thug's jail phone call to Lil Durk revealed Thug was asking Durk to diss Gunna.
Hey Durk, I know I want you on. I'm dropping this surprise album on the same day Buddy dropped his album. Coming up soon. I need a verse from you. If you feel like replying, if you feel like you want to reply to it, saying or something, man, don't do it. Let's drop it on my album. I'm dropping a surprise album on the same day that drop it. Sing your verse in, bro. I want you and Wham on the same song. Sing your verse in.
But with Young Thug released and planning to drop an album, other artists in the industry are trying to get in on it. As we saw academics share that Drake flew to see Young Thug just 2 hours after his release from jail and gave him $1 million in cash.
They say 2 hours afterwards, Drake flew to Thug and allegedly gave him $1 million. Drake didn't tell me. Drake gonna hit me up and be like, which, by the way, super strategic move. Super strategic. Thug was in jail talking about let's squash all this beef. If I'm Drake, I need Atlanta.
Drake's a smart guy, and he might receive a feature on the new album for the gift. Although it also could have been Drake telling Young Thug to chill with the Gunna beef, because he doesn't want to see him locked up again. Young Thug was pretty lucky to instantly get out on his plea deal, as we saw a professional lawyer share just how good of a deal it is.
Young Thug absolutely won that plea deal for so many reasons. One, the prosecution got none of what they wanted when you think about what the charges were and what actually got pled to. And two, he saved himself some major civil liability. Let me break that down. So first off, prosecution had charged this man with 8 counts. 2 of them were very serious. 2 of them were basically saying that for years you were the leader of a criminal gang that committed murders and all types of acts all over the city of Atlanta. Those 2 charges Young Thug did not plead guilty to. Had he pled guilty to those, he would have gotten serious time, and all the victims of all of this alleged criminal street gang activity, including the families of victims, could have sued him civilly in court and said, hey, this man pled guilty to doing it. Now he's got to pay me. He pled nolo contendere. The judge accepted that plea. The prosecution said, Judge, you should not allow a nolo contendere plea on those 2 counts. The judge said, I am going to allow it.
However, the YSL trial hasn't completely wrapped up because Thug might have been stolen from, with the report of rapper Young Thug had millions in assets in his home when he was arrested and now the state wants to seize it. The only problem with that is that he earned it with his music career, because the main item in question is a Richard Mille RM Bubba Watson that's worth around $1 million. Because in court, the week after Young Thug was released, a police officer showed up with a Richard Mille on his wrist.
3 p.m. to 11 p.m.
All right. Can you tell the jury some of your responsibilities and what your role was at Zone 3 Evening Watch?
But after that, we saw Young Thug's lawyer, Brian Steele, do a motivational speech to students in law school, and he called Young Thug on FaceTime to share what's important in life.
You guys should become lawyers. I think it's very important to help people out of the situations they're in as best you can. I mean, what side you want to be on? You want to put people in prison for mistakes? Because everybody makes mistakes. They're human. You know, and everybody on this phone, everybody in this classroom, you always need to know that you're one mistake away. And I feel like we need more people like Brian Steele on this earth and less people like that. So I think it's very, very, very important to become lawyers. I think it's very, very important to be a lawyer over any other thing. You know, lawyers and doctors are the 2
main things. Nah, for real, lawyers and doctors 2 main things. And yeah, I might become a doctor. Can't do the lawyer, but yeah, I might become a doctor because I can't do no arguing, gang. Can't do no talking. Food talk too much for me, and I don't like talking, but I do it for y'all though. That's for sure.
Greatest things that.
But yeah, man, without further ado, it's your boy 618 J, and I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. We going up all 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, 2020. I keep on saying it, bro. 2030. All the way up, man. But yeah, without further ado, man, y'all make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. Love. Peace.